Here, wait, I'll see if they will promote me. Hey, what's up, guys? We got Sith Happens versus MMR going on right now. It's round 2 in the playoffs, the Drop Zone 4 tournament. On MMR side, we have Stone Swift Strike, I Go Ham on You, X Program, E1X2, and looks like it might be Good Poo 5 or Flock of Jews as their 4th player. For Imperial with Sith Happens, it's Blake 1, Dark Knight, Oheltino, and Indestructible. And they're both coming off a round 1 win in the playoffs, so they're looking forward to this match. I know everybody's excited to watch this one. And right now I have Casual Recovery in here with me. He's gonna be watching with us and also streaming. We'll see if we can get him to talk. Casual, what's going on, man? What do you think about this matchup? Here, let's see if I can get Decker in here. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Hey, Casual, let's join we're gonna join this party. Join this party with me. I'll invite you. With Decker. Hey, what's up? Is this Mike? What's going on, Mike? Yeah, invite Casual. Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. And so, like I said, we have Sith Happens against MMR in round 2 of the playoffs, Drop Zone 4 tournament. Looks like they're going to start off with Jawa Refuge. Everybody's favorite map. I don't know. What do you think, Mike? Is this, yeah. Yeah, it seems like everybody has their own strategy, how to go about it. Most teams like to get up on the crawler and take control, get the high ground. So we see Imperial's Good Poo's gonna go and take the pod right away.
I'm trying to start the stream on the BFC channel. It's not going live. Hopefully it goes live soon. We're like 30 seconds in right now. Alright, there we go. It's live on this channel. I invited Casual and he didn't join, so we can try and get him in on map 2, I guess. He's in here spectating now.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to talk. Ooh, nice pickup by X Program. Let's keep that pod going. Maybe that flash is coming in handy. We know Sith Happens really likes to utilize the flash grenade. I think
flash seems to be pretty good on this map. A few different teams like to use it here.
And looks like Sith Happens took the pod. And Mars going to take control of the crawler.
Stone gets it back for the pod for MMR.
Very nice. And they all got cleared.
We're capturing the escape pod.
They almost had good coverage from top of Sandcrawler to protect that, but just didn't get the kill quite fast enough. They're just gonna get a retouch anyway, though.
Blake's sneaking in from the snake. Everybody calls it. Looks like they picked him up, pushing back, and got him. And Sith Happens gonna have to get there real quick if they're gonna wanna turn this pod around. But Stone takes out Latino. Looks like the only guy that was gonna make it. First pod goes to MMR.
Yep, so good start from them. They got a couple 30 seconds in a row. They could have got that pod a little bit earlier, so SH is still putting up a fight for that pod a couple times. They made it go back and forth a few times. I think MR had better Sandcrawler control.
Yeah. Yep, and they're holding on to it.
Up there the whole time.
Yeah, Ham and Goku are taking over the crawler. Looks like they're able to get a few kills from there. Pick them off and slow them down to get in the pod. Looks like they only have... Okay, they got 2 covering pod right now. Oh, but Latino
is trying his best.
And he gets the punish spawn. Very nice. Ham also got a partner spawn, and they were able to pick up the guy trying to get it.
We're capturing the escape pod.
Wow, he snuck in there. I didn't even see him there.
I was flashbanged. But yeah, so MR once again in control. A lot of SH members getting the really, really far spawn. Deoxys goes down on the pod.
Oh, and they made a nice sneak move to get on crawler and get control. See if that can help.
It's not gonna matter though. Blake wasn't able to get to the pod in time. Good defense from MR. Go up 2-0 on map 1. Alright, so this pod's going to drop by where SH is spawning right now, so that'll be a little bit of a benefit to them, but they'll have to hold this for 50 seconds, so it's still going to be tough.
Yeah, and it looks like they're trying to flank both right and left, but crawler control seems to be slowing down MMR getting to the pod. And it looks like they might even try to go up on the crawler just to get rid of them. Yep. Yeah, Good Poo's gonna get up there, take one out, but he gets taken out. But
Stone, okay, wasn't able to. I thought he was gonna get it.
That was good defense by Sith Happens right there.
This is still a 50 seconds, so there's still time. Good defense though.
Yeah, Sith Happens is definitely known for their defense and minding the pod and where it's at on the timer, where they need to be in relation to it.
It was a good strategy. They had 2 like important kills from Blake near the pod, and then they had other players like distracting MMR with Sandcrawler control and the overhead fire. They couldn't do too much. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely slowed them down. Only 2 players able to get close to pod, but they're there to take them out. And they're waiting for someone to make a move on the pod. Who's going to make the first move?
I don't know. They're playing chicken right now. Stone didn't touch it. Okay, Voltano's going to touch it right now.
We're capturing the escape pod.
Yeah, they have really good positioning on this pod right now. All angles seem to be held with the R5 droid to help.
Yep, droid's a huge deal. I think a couple people, I think I saw somebody's got an eye on Nade though. I don't know whose team it's on, but...
Let's see.
It might have changed off, but Ionade's definitely useful for killing droids and blaster cannons. Looks like Goodpoo able to sneak in. Goodpoo, I think, got a kill and got a touch, so that was good.
That droid just took one out, man. Those droids are really
and
good
they
to
send
have
out
in the
scan
pod.
pulse too.
Yeah, and knowing where the enemy is half of the game. You know, it seems like anybody could win a gunfight when it comes to this level of play, but knowing where they are first really makes a difference.
Yeah, I totally agree. With the low time to kill in this game, positioning is everything, and knowing where people are. So you can win. You can beat anybody if you get the jump on them.
Again, Sith happens minding the pod and knowing when it's about to be done, and they're there for the defense. Take 2 of them out and secure the pod, and we're tied 2-2. Map 1.
All the power-ups as well. Okay, so MMR is in a really good spot for this pod. I think this is going to be tough for SH. Unless they got some like good power-ups, this is going to be really tough. MMR already have 2 people on top of the crawler. They got a turret up here. This is going to be really hard setup to break. They do have 50 seconds though, so we'll see what they can do.
Oh, and Dark Knight able to take him out while he's flanking. And got the partner spawn for his buddy to get up there. Buddy was taken out by X Program.
Yeah, X Program clutched that kill. They needed that because there's another guy coming around, destructive coming from the other side. And, okay, they were able to get him in time. SH is almost getting this a bunch of times now, actually. I got flashbang, so I can't see anything now. Alright, MR was able to get that as we expected. They already had 2 people on the sandcrawler by the time that pod dropped, and that pod is like the sandcrawler pod, so.
And this is a good spot.
This is another interesting one.
Yeah, another good spot to have crawler control. And get a partner spawn up there for your buddy to jump down and get the pod, and if he dies, he's able to spawn again because your partner's safe up there.
SH trying to go from low side of the cave. Might work out. They used their imploder, but didn't get a kill with it. Forced MR to back up, but they're not quite able to push in yet. They're going right now.
Yeah, it looks like X Program is using the ion grenade.
Okay, yeah, that's helping out a couple times. Even if you're not using it against a droid, the damage it does on hit is pretty good.
Oh hell no, gets a double. Is he gonna get it? Oh
Nice.
wow, he clutched that.
I like that a lot. Holding square before you're even at the pod is really important here.
He got the double and the claim.
Second.
Yeah, see,
But all 4 are here right now for MR.
what you'll notice from these teams, I think, is that they're not so much worried about their kill-death ratio. They want to win, and they go for the pod whether they're gonna die or not. And that's a good quality to have.
And just jumped on his own nade. That's okay. I think he's gonna get a partner spawn anyway. And they were able to claim that.
And MMR,
SH
oh wow.
did steal some power-ups and a nice double kill with a
Oh, it was a
grenade, I
triple.
believe.
Triple by with the help now.
Yeah, all of MR was going to get their power-ups and a well-placed grenade got him. But now, everybody's got to run to the other side of the map. Looks like Dark Knight was the first guy over here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is map 1 for anybody just opening the stream. MR's up 4-2. First map in a best of 5. They did not pick maps 2, 3, 4, and 5, which I think is not good, but whatever, so we can't really speculate. But first map is Jawa, and MR wanted Imperials. And gets a good touch. Blake does pick him up and takes the pod right back for his team.
Looks like they're waiting for partner spawns. One of them was able to get one.
Too.
Okay, they got their partner spawns. Looks like Stone, no, Good Poo went in for the clutch.
Yeah, I think Good Poo went for the touch and X Program went for the kills. Worked out for them there, but SH took to take it right back. Stone's gonna go in for a touch right here. I think he's got this. There's nobody here.
Stormtroopers are about to secure that escape pod. We have to stop them.
I got flashbanged again. Alright, Stone has his Deoxys down, and it is causing a couple of problems for SH.
Yeah, it's causing them to switch their positioning where they can't really get the angles that they want to defend the pod.
Yeah, good to make people move with that. Grenades, Deoxys is like a longer lasting grenade, which just puts out AoE damage.
Looks like Blake's gonna wait for his partner spawn and he gets it. So they can go in for the touch.
It's gonna be on Dark Knight here to see what he can do. He gets killed by Stone. I don't know if Blake can make it in time. He does. And
Wow.
he was able to get that. Wow, last second. So this pod's been going back and forth.
Yeah, it's been hard.
Even though teams are spawning kind of far, I mean, it's just like touch after touch right now.
Yeah, the teams really haven't been able to set up their defense too much. And so they're able to sneak in like that, like Blake just did, and grab the pod. Some good distracting going on by their partners to distract them from looking at the pod so their partner can go in for the claim.
Stone clears off the crawler. That was what his team needed.
Our tracking beacon has revealed the location of another escape pod.
Alright, so SH coming in on both sides of the crawler right now. They roll past Good Poo on one side. That was really organized, but MMR is getting all the kills they need unless Blake can do this once again. Alright, nice.
Wow.
Is about to fall into rebel.
And he gets
So-
the buddy spawn. So they got two there.
That was
Probably-
a really good push from SH. I thought MMR was going to hold it off, though. They were doing like some clutch kills, but just barely couldn't kill Blake.
Yeah, they clearly have some really good communication going on, and they've played together a lot and know when to make their push, how to make it, who's gonna do what, who's gonna distract and get the kills, and then who's gonna go in and take the pod.
Alright, MMR was able to claim that pod, and that'll give the map to them. They just threw a bunch of stuff down at the end, and eventually it caught up with SH that they were only getting like a touch, and then spawning on the other side of the map and then getting one touch, but eventually they weren't able to get there in time on that last one. MMR threw a bunch of stuff on the pod and forced them to wait just a little too long. Couldn't get the touch, so first map going over to MMR 5-2. Alright, so casual, or I guess I'll invite him one more time and see, or
Yeah, casual. Cassidy was gonna join, but he's at church right now.
okay. I'll invite casual one more time to see if he's gonna do this. Alright,
So, if you guys are just joining us, we got MMR versus Sith Happens in the round 2, the DZ4 playoffs, and MMR just took map 1, and we're just waiting to see what the next pick for map will be. Do you know who has next pick?
MMR has next pick. The SH actually got first place in Group 8, and MMR got second place in Group 3 because they had a loss against V2. So, SH decided to pick 3 maps, which is what everybody does for Drop Zone. So yeah, MMR will be picking this map. I don't know what it's going to be, though. I told them to do out all 5 before we started playing, however they did not. Really should do that to avoid any sort of confusion. I don't have an invite yet, but this is also the first time I've been on the BFC stream since Delta set up the like affiliate thing. Like, we can get subscribers now. It's weird. We're not like a full-fledged partner, but people can still cheer and give us bits and subscribe to the channel, which I think is pretty funny. So if you guys want to do that, go right ahead. We don't have any emotes yet, but we're working on it. The money, I don't know. I think we were going to use it to, Delta said, make the site better. However, I think if there's any sort of servers or things to buy in the next game, I think that's what it should go towards. But I don't know if there will be.
Yeah, so interesting matchup. Both teams definitely keep their eye on the pod, play objective real well, and know how to use their partner spawns and play with their partner really well. So it's even though it was a 5-2 win for MMR, I feel like this could go any way, as we saw with how they beat Bacon and Eggs. It can really go any way with these teams. Just kind of depends on who's gonna play smarter and win those gunfights. And I feel like winning those gunfights comes down to who's gonna get the best positioning and set up with their partners.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. It was kind of a toss-up on some situations. It was 5-2, but you know, SH, when they were able to get, it was kind of like if SH got a setup, they would get the pod, but that only happened a couple times. So it depends. SH seemed to be really good at defending. I don't think anybody lineup changed. Looks like the same 8 people.
Yep. And so
I bet I'm just gonna guess it's gonna be Dune C. That's just a total guess on my part. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll probably see more SE14C on this map. I know Blake uses that really well, and I was talking to a few of the members of MMR, and it sounded like they if they were going to go to Dune C, that they might use the SE14C, possibly CA87. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the CA87 in certain pods on this map, it's a one-shot kill. You can't even beat it with anything really. It's just you have to be in good positioning. SEC is a really good gun. It is kind of underused for the smaller maps. It is still really good. But yeah, we saw Blake using it. We'll see if anybody else pulls it out.
And so for this first pod, we'll probably see 1 or 2 members try to get control of the ship. I know that helps with one having higher ground and being able to spot the enemy, and then also give their partner a spawn when they die.
Yep, looks like Stone's... Okay, alright, they have 3 MMR members spawned in right now. Hopefully Good Poo is actually here. Okay, yeah, he's just waiting to spawn for the leapfrog. But they both fail to jump, maybe on purpose. I don't know though.
The Emperor will be most displeased if those pods are recovered by the
X program was able to get that first kill and then going for the claim. Looks like it's a fight for under ship. Oh, and yeah, and the Indestructible gave a partner spawn on the ship. His partner went in for a claim. Wasn't able to get it.
Yeah, X program took him out. There's a lot of, okay, like X program's sort of on his own right now, holding down the pod. A lot of the MMR members are further off. They're coming in now though. Ham's under ship. Okay, nice. Good kills from Ham and Good Poo. Able to hold that off. I'm surprised. Alright, so they're able to get the first pod. There was like 3 SH members right there, but they just weren't able to get the touch in time.
Our probe droids have picked up another escape pod.
Alright, this pod by the back crates.
That escape pod is about to fall.
There is a spawn in this area, so but when people are standing here, it kind of gets blocked off. It's an interesting pod. It's kind of hard to come in on. People can set up way behind the very back of the back crates, like over here, and it's very hard to break this setup if you're already in position. Looks like they did clear MMR out because they weren't all here at the time. Only 2 SH members are here so far.
Yeah, they cleared out the 2 pod defenders, and the distractors weren't able to get back in time.
Right. Yeah, we're seeing more of that this match. More like mid-map distractors rather than like everyone closer to the pod.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's so easy just to get to the pod from your spawn. You could spawn off your partner's jump and get there in one jump. If nobody's there, you can get the pod.
I think 2 MMR members are going to go in right now. Blake not able to kill X program in time. Hand gets him from behind. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. Where Stone and X program here are, this is going to be difficult to deal with. Like the SH members are going to have to jetpack deep into the back of the area, and that takes a lot of time. They just don't have time to do that anymore. There's only a quarter of a meter left in this pod. Blake's going in. See if he can. Okay, wasn't able to do that. Good team shooting from MMR, and they're able to pick up the second pod. Up 2-0 now.
Another pod has landed.
Who's this one? Alright, other side.
We're going to let that escape pod fall into enemy hands. We have to drive them back immediately.
And we saw the
Stone's
2
guy
on the
is-
ship, Indestructible, and I think it was Blake, and they could have gone for the pod, but they didn't know where the enemy was, so they weren't able to get it. And then they even turned away from pod to probably saw a blip on their radar and didn't see the guys at the pod, and as a result got killed.
That was weird. On the kill feed, I just saw all caps melee killed someone. Is that a thing now?
I don't know, I've never seen that.
What the heck? Just said melee killed and then a player name.
Yeah, MMR's got
MMR
a
has a
real
strong setup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
strong. Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say, man. They're holding down this pod really well.
Another pod is down.
Alright, MMR showing their strength, showing that they've been top placing team in tournaments for a very long time. Up 3-0 on map 2.
Fall into enemy hands. We have to drive them back immediately.
Yeah, it looks like they have decent positioning. They could get one more guy on the other side of the pod, but relative to where they see the enemy coming from, it's good positioning.
Right. Blake goes in once again. Seems like Blake is the guy that's always going in at the last second for SH here. But they were able to take him out. I think they're going to all of MMR is under the tent right now. Looking pretty tough for SH. Blake was not able to get the touch in time. And I don't think Dark Knight will either, but Indestructible might. Okay, Indestructible was able to get the touch there.
Again, we can see how these players don't really care about their KD so much as getting the pod and getting the win.
Right.
Now Sith Happens has a really nice setup. Seems like they got
they
some
flipped it.
good angles going.
We're able to get on the board here, 1-3.
Another pod is down. Move on that location and capture
They
it.
basically MMR had to hold that for 50, and they SH did the same setup as MMR, but SH only needed it for 30, whereas MMR was trying to do it for the whole 50 seconds and barely wasn't able to do it. All right, another pod in a similar area. This is a pod I think like the CA-87 could be good on, right by the crates and stuff.
Oh, definitely. MMR has just got really good positioning right now. It's going to be hard. They're going to have to take a few of them out and get that angle on the pod to claim it. But it looks like they're distracted.
Distracting. Yeah. Goodpoo's doing a really good job of distracting 2 people right now. That was actually sick. I think that alone just got them this pod. It looks like it did. I mean, they had a blaster cannon ready to go. Stone was on it as well. But yeah, good job from Goodpoo blocking up that spawn, making 2 people busy with him.
Another pod has landed.
That escape pod is going to fall into the hands.
Yeah, I think Sith Happens needs to just calm down a little bit. It looks like they might be getting a little frustrated right now. Just calm down, play your game.
Jump from Hoteno going in on the side on Ham. It's also Goodpoo. I think he's going to get taken out here by Stone. But that brought him an opening for Dark Knight to get the touch. So good job from Hoteno there and Dark Knight.
Yeah, everybody's playing their role, knowing what they need to do for that situation.
There's a mine on the pod. Alright, did get X program there. But Ham's just going to get the touch anyway, so it's fine. X program gets his partner spawn. Lots of SH stuck in front of the ship right here. They're jetting in, I think. Okay. So Indestructible made it kind of close, but now Stone's got his Deoxys down. It's going to be tough for SH. Okay, a lot of good kills on the scoreboard for MR on the kill feed there. Cleared out them all. There's going to be, they have to run right here and jetpack onto it. There's just not going to be enough time. So MR able to take the 2-0 lead. First map they won 5-2. Second map now they've won 5-1. Maybe the third map will be a 5-0. I don't know. Third map is going to be something that SH will pick. I don't know what it is, but someone in the chat asks if anyone plays Battlefront on PS4. Very good question. Yes, we do. This is actually all on PS4. Most of all of our tournaments have been on PS4 actually.
Yeah, and we've noticed actually a lot of players from Xbox coming to PS4 because there aren't enough players to play with on Xbox.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to play Battlefront on PS4, I mean that's the place to do it. There's always games, no matter what game mode you're trying to play. Supremacy, Walker Assault, Drop Zone, Cargo. There's going to be people in those lobbies, and you're going to have a fun time playing. And then if you feel competitive, you can go on the swbfc.com, and that's where you could register a team. Mike, can you tell them a little bit about your website?
So, yeah, sure. BFC's been around since 2007, founded by Delta on Battlefront 2 on PS2. We carried that on until, I mean, that's still going on even right now. PS2 Grand Finals will be happening some point next week. Anyway, besides the point, then this game came out 2015. Private Servers came out February 2016, and since then we've had tournaments on PS4. I think we've had 8 or 9 tournaments. PC, we had 3 tournaments, and Xbox One, we had 1 tournament. So, that's the brief history.
So yeah, I mean, there's a strong competitive community. How many teams were in this Drop Zone tournament?
This was 32 teams, to my surprise. This is the biggest tournament we've ever actually had. A lot of that was thanks to teams splitting up into 2 teams. We even had Vader's Fist go into 4 different teams, so a lot of it was thanks to that. But yeah, this beat our record of 26 teams in Cargo 1. So this is now the biggest tournament team-wise that we've ever had. Yeah,
man, and that's at least 4 players per team. There's a lot of players that like to play competitively. I'm surprised that MLG hasn't taken a look at Battlefront. I know that EA wanted this to be more of a casual gameplay type of game, but it definitely has turned into one of those games that can be really competitive, and it's really fun to play competitively, where you know, I know everybody in the community likes all the rules for the tournaments, and it definitely makes it more playable. Yeah, definitely. And I know some people.
But yeah, the general rules for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, some people were grieving the loss of the pulse cannon bowcaster, but they can understand, definitely. It's a little OP for what we're trying to do. I know most players like to compare by gun skill. That's what makes you a good player. Well, and obviously having the awareness and being a smart player, knowing the maps, where to go, get your partner spawns, and just being a team player. One thing that you don't see on the scoreboard is in the party, the callouts. Like a less talented person can make up for that by making good callouts for his team, and
yeah,
and just giving partner spawns, being in the right position, and that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, communication is huge. I don't know, maybe we did it once, or somebody asked me to do it once, but we were going to do a listen-in on one of the matches, just like join a team's party for like a little bit of a map, maybe like a couple minutes. I don't know if we ever did it. That was like a couple tournaments ago. I kind of forget. I think it was in Droid Run, but that would always be cool to hear, because everybody has like their own names. I think even different clans have different names for certain parts of the maps and stuff, so the callouts are really important. And like I was saying earlier, positioning, with the time to kill being kind of low, positioning is really important in this game. So knowing your opponent's positions thanks to your teammates being talkative is really good. Alright, I got in.
Yeah, and another thing you don't see on the scoreboard are the guys that we're talking about, the distractors that go out and push the enemy backwards, so they're not able to get to the pod. And that's another thing that you don't see on the scoreboard. Players helping out their team in ways that you don't really notice.
True, and I feel like even in this match, teams are making use of that strategy even more. It's something I see often on sulfur fields, but people, like we said, people were doing it. Like Goodpoo used it to great effect on that one of the pods on last map.
Yeah.
So definitely a good strategy, and doesn't show up on the scoreboard, but it's something, like those kills, if you got kills, those kills are very important actually. And then even just dying there, you're wasting their time. They only have either 50 or 30 seconds, so any time you waste is also good.
Yeah, like he got one kill and then he was able to get a hit on another one, so he had to wait even longer to get a partner spawn. Because I know that's what Sith Happen is really good at doing, is getting their partner spawns, which is really important. And so just having that awareness to know where they are and to get a shot on them. If you know their partner's down, you want to get a shot on them at least, so they have to wait longer to get their partner spawn, and it really slows them down to get in the pod.
Yeah, and we're going into Goes in Badlands for map 3. Looks like teams care about factions because they're switching sides right now. Looks like everything's okay, maybe. Alright, yeah. MMR is going to want Rebels, and SH is going to be on Empire.
Getting that flash grenade out real quick. This one blinded.
Alright, Blake using his SEC to his advantage, going low on the AT-AT. Now he's going up top though. But he's going to try and defend, I think, underneath the like debris here to make use of his shorter range gun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he wants to get in close so he can win in the gunfights. Versus the E3, which is more of a long range. Still good gun for close up, but the SE-14C is gonna win when you're next to each other.
Okay, hold on, I can do that. Okay.
Yeah. Got you, Casual.
also chilling under the AT-AT right now. Good Poo had a good angle, but Blake was able to get the kill there.
Yeah, I didn't notice, but they subbed in Bright Shadow for... Who'd they sub him in for?
Indestructible?
Oh yeah.
So we'll see. Oh, Cave Pod. Stone's there first. This could be a big swing for MMR. Getting first to the cave is pretty
Huge.
good.
Yeah, this one's almost impossible to break against a good team that knows what they're doing.
Yep. Alright, Blake rolls in with a rocket launcher and gets one. They're going to need to push. Alright, and then Porter gets another, but MMR gets 2 partner spawns, I think. A lot of yellow X's you see right there. Yeah, the partner spawn's just too good from MMR and the setup, the early setup. Now they're going to try and push from the other side. Now, having used the rocket launcher and the imploder already, I think that was their chance. I don't think they're going to be able to get very far on this push.
Yeah, Tino is flanking, but I don't think he's doing it to get in, but more so to hold them in once the pod's done with and there's a new pod.
Okay, that could be good, yeah.
Another pod is down. Move on that location and capture
I
it.
suppose there is a disadvantage to getting stuck in the cave too, that's right. So SH trying to hold them in as best they can. They even got a trip mine on the cave door, but it looks like Stone and Goopoo broke out. Was able to get that touch. Him and Stone had like 1 health, but they were able to do something. Dark Knight gonna get the touch right back though. Good Poo and I think Stone are still in a good spot though behind this crate. And they have a turret down there too. Alright, so MR was able to push in. Man, these flashbangs. They're able to clear out SH. SH couldn't really defend with the turret in the way, and also Stone and Goopoo.
Yeah, they did a really good job of taking out Blake right there so he couldn't get the partner spawn. And they get the long spawn. It's gonna be tough for him to get there in time.
Yep. Definitely can't get here in time now, so 2-1 to MMR. This is map 3. MMR wins this. We are all done here. If SH is able to get the win, then we'll be going to map 4. The up top pod. This one's kind of interesting. Stone gets the first touch and puts down on Blake. All of SH is approaching from this side except for Bright Shadow who's trying to come from behind.
Nice flank. Oh wow, an X program turned on him. Pretty nasty. Stone gets him out of the air.
MMR able to reclaim the high ground here. Now SH spawning near the cave. This is going to be tough. They have to traverse across the middle of the map with all of MMR's E3s raining down on them and ion nades. All 4 of them are clustered up right there.
And
This is going to have to be a desperation play.
Oh, nice orbital this season.
Orbital was really good. Yeah, able to hold it off.
Yeah, it slowed him down. They could have had time to get there, but it slowed him down. Looked like they were getting ready to jump on, but it slowed him down just enough.
We're going to let that escape pod fall into enemy hands. We have to
So
drive
another
them
pod
back.
drops over on this side of the map. SH spawned far away, but they're going to have plenty of time. However, Goopoo, the distractor in the middle of the map, like we were talking about, you know, he just made SH wait for a partner spawn, like when they weren't even that close to the pod at all.
Yep. And looks like a nice flank coming from Tino. His partner. His partner's gonna wait back. Probably.
The escape pod will soon be
Yep. While he goes, he should wait for his partner spawn. Oh. He killed himself with the
was-
orbital.
That was interesting. Like an imploder and an orbital went out at the same time. SH was able to get the touch, but so desperate that they also killed themselves with it. We see Bright Shadow running laser trip mine. Could be useful. I think the radar jamming effect on it is more useful than the actual killing people, but
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, Stone was checking the back of here. He didn't really know where they were coming from.
but MMR able to pick up the pod. SH just, you know, that spawn is too far away. They had one really good chance at it, but they weren't able to hold it down after they got the touch. Stone's got this pod, and he's looking towards the middle of the map. It's going to cause a lot of problems for SH, and he gets a partner spawn from Goodpool as well.
A lot of distracting going on out in the middle. They might actually just want to jump over him, but they couldn't as they got killed.
Dark Knight's going to go from cave, but I think he ran, so they saw. But they got him. Alright, if SH isn't able to touch this pod, this map is over. This match is over, actually. Alright. Nice rocket attempt there from SH. Now Dark Knight's going in, gets killed as well. I don't think Voltano's going to get there in time, and MR is going to win 5-1. So 5-2, 5-1, 5-1. I think MR like played better and better as the game went on. First map was kind of closer, but then we saw everyone on MMR, Ham, Goodpoo, everybody stepped it up. Not that they were playing bad on Jolly Refuge, it just seemed like they didn't even give SH many chances to set up anymore. And a lot better distractions from them and overall organization.
Yeah, they definitely had a pod presence that it seemed almost impossible for SH to break once they had the pod.
Yep. Well, GG's. I saw earlier in a message that Team Kippo versus 322 said, yo, can you guys play at midnight? And they said, yeah, sure. So that might happen at midnight. I don't know. Those sound like very loose commitments, but if it happens at midnight, I'm here for that match as well. But MR moves on to the semifinals. If MR just needs 2 more tournament match wins, and they got this in the bag. But they're going to have a tough opponent in their next round. I don't know exactly who they play the winner of. I'd have to look. But 322 versus Team Kippo might be at midnight, so stay around for that, perhaps.
Yeah, and good games to both Sith Happens and MMR. Congratulations, MMR. They're moving on to round 3. Do you know who they'll be playing?
No, I don't know. I could. No, I can't look right now. But it's the winner of somebody and somebody else.
Yeah, it'll be a good match.
Maybe somebody could
way.
put it in the chat. I can't check the bracket right now, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Thanks for joining, guys, and hope to see you guys next time.
Yep. See everybody.